phone as well. Okay, alrighty. Won't be a sec, just one more thing I gotta do. Jaden, let me just change that view there. Yep, to speaker. That's it. Awesome, thanks, mate. My son's getting a crash course in Zoom. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. If you have any comments or questions, please hit me up in the chat. And if I miss them, Jaden's going to hop onto them for me. So those of you who don't know me, my name's Melissa. I'm a nutrition and mindset coach, and I love everything about healthy food. Myself and my family, we started our journey over 10 years ago, and one of the hardest things to do was to figure out what to eat. So this is actually quite a fun topic for me, and something I really enjoy teaching people how, women especially, how to make life a little bit more simpler when it comes to food, but still getting in all those healthy things, those healthy nutrients that fuel our body and get us to optimal health. So I wanted to start off just seeing if any of you have made a Nourish bowl before. So just put a chat below so I can hear your experience. Have you made a Nourish bowl before, or is this going to be kind of like your first time sort of watching or learning much about a Nourish bowl?
We got a chat.
Yep, so Jaden's going to let me know. Yes, Jaden?
No.
No, got a no. No to that. All right, Jaden, keep me updated. So the reason why I find that Nourish bowls are really great is because they are easy when you need to make multiple meals. They're easy when you're feeding fussy eaters, and they're really great to get in a lot more vegetables than you normally would. So the other thing is you can make it as fun or as simple as you like, depending on whether it's sort of like a breakfast, lunch or dinner meal, and how much you want to put in it. So a great way to look at it is always that you want to start your Nourish bowl off with lots of healthy, lush, dark green leafy vegetables, and then you're going to build from there. So I did do a little bit of stuff in the air fryer. I'll show you in a minute. Actually, I just realized I've got some of it still in the air fryer. And I also wanted to show you how I make it simple. So one of the first things I do is I store a lot of my fruit and veggies in quite a clean way in my fridge. And this is something I have taught all my clients to do as well, because I think it's a great way to remove any pesticides or chemicals or anything that may have been on your food, and also to make the life of your vegetables last like heaps longer. And the quality of them is different. And also it means that when you go and open the fridge, you can see a nice healthy fridge and be able to find exactly what you're looking for. So yeah, if you can't hear me or if there's anything that's not working well, please comment in the chat as well. Jaden's onto it for me. So the other thing is, it's a great way of being able to see a good variety of your healthy carbs, healthy proteins and healthy fats. So you're getting a really good balance. And a lot of times the reason why our bodies don't digest foods the way it should, because we have too much of one area, whether it be proteins or heavy carbs, and it's really hard for us to digest. So things like a Nourish bowl is really great because we're getting all the different areas that we need covered, and it's also easier on our digestion as well. So what I've got here, hopefully you can see, is some mescaline leaves. This is actually how I store it in my fridge, in a Pyrex container. Have paper towel at the bottom, works a treat. And I'm very careful where I buy my mescaline leaves, my spinach leaves from. Unfortunately, Coles and Woolworths and that, they spray a chemical inside the bags to make them last longer and to kill any insects that may have got in there. So just, yeah, really to preserve the life of the lettuce or the green leaves that's in there. If you can get them from the farmers markets or loose leaf or for the organic store, then you don't have to worry about that really harsh chemical that is sprayed inside the bags. And you'll also notice a difference in the quality as well. So it is worth getting really good quality vegetables. So what you can do is you can set it up so you have it, obviously this is quite in depth because I'm showing you guys, but what you can do is you can have it set up so it's kind of like when it's taco night with the family, and especially if you've got stuff made up already in the fridge, then it's just simple and it can be a flow-on effect. So you can cook again the next day and the next day with some of the stuff that you've got and made. So the first thing you want to do is build up your base with your green veggies. So as you can see, I've got lots of green veggies in there. Hopefully you can see that okay. And this one is all masculine, but let's say I'm making one for my son. He's a spinach fan, so he would have lots of spinach in his, and that would go in next. Now, if you've got any grains in there or anything that's sort of like more of your heavy stuff, you don't want to go over the top with that. So you could do some quinoa. What I actually have is I have some brown rice that's been pre-cooked in bone broth. So every weekend I cook up a big batch of brown rice. It's cooked in bone broth, sometimes turmeric as well, which is really good for gut health and also just makes the rice taste amazing. And then I know it's going to last for a couple of days and we can just grab it from the fridge. It's a great way of sort of doing a bit of meal prep for you for the week. So I'm just going to add a few spoonfuls of that into the bowl. But like I said, if you've got quinoa or it could be anything that you want to put in there, brown rice is just a bit of a favourite for us. Another thing you can do is really give your Nourish bowl a bit of a theme. So your Nourish bowl could have a Mexican theme, and you can use a lot of your Mexican spices in there. And another thing would be like you could do an Asian theme, so it's got all your Asian flavours in there as well. So that's another great idea. I was actually gonna, I think I've left it in the freezer. I've got the Japanese beans, peas, beans, and I can never say it. How do you say it? Edamame, you guys probably know. Edamame, is it? Yeah, those. Anyway, when you do the Asian theme, it just makes it taste really great, and I'm a real fan of those. And you can get them a lot more places as well. So another thing you're going to notice is like the colours that happen into your bowl as we go along. If you want to, it's optional. Where did I put it? You can put a bean or a lentil in there. So we always stock the organic chickpeas, black beans, red kidney beans, and 4-bean mix. The reason why we do the organic ones, if you buy them from Farmer Jack's, you will generally find that they are pretty much the same price as the commercial brands, and you're literally getting the ingredient plus water. You're not getting all the other crap that they put in there that's really gut disruptive and not good for our health. So have a look at the back of your tinned food next time, and I think you'll get a bit of a surprise, because we can just buy things like that without checking and realising what is in there. So you could roast your chickpeas, or you could just rinse them and pop them in. So in this case, I'm going to have just a few of the 5-bean mix. Jaden's not going to have any. He's not a fan, and I am. So sometimes I've got heaps of time and I might roast my chickpeas or roast all my veggies at the same time, and that would go in there. And I love to add seasonings to it. So you don't have to cook food in seasoning, you can just sprinkle seasoning on top. So if you have like a bit of a Mexican spice dish, a spice powder, which is something I do with people in Cooking Club. I actually teach them in Cooking Club how to create like a big KFC mixture. So that's a great way of making your crumb chicken and your crumb fish, crumb tofu. And we also do a Mexican seasoning jar. So we make that jar up and it's full of all the seasoning. So you're not buying the stuff from the shop that's, you know, not very good quality, and it's really easy to go. You don't have to worry about any bad ingredients in there, and you've always got all the flavors that you can just sprinkle over your food. So the other kind of carby food, I've got some air fried pumpkin. So you could use sweet potato as well, or any, it could be beetroot, any root vegetables. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in here. Doesn't need to be too much. Just a few spoonfuls in there. Got a runaway one there. Now these have been cooked in the air fryer. I've had a tiny bit of ghee added to them and some herbs and spices as well. Just gives it heaps of yummy flavour because we've got a lot of raw ingredients in here. Now, other ingredients we've got. Have you guys been to the farmers markets lately and seen these really cute little capsicums? They are so cute. I'll check comments. I can't see any comments, but let me know. Have you guys seen these? They're so cute, and you literally can eat them like a snack. They're so yum. Yeah, so they're at the local farmers markets if you go and have a look. Jaden, have you got any comments?
Lee said they're very tasty.
Yes, they are. You must be onto them as well. Awesome. I love like the mini capsicums and the mini zucchinis. I think they're just, yeah, lots of flavour. Actually, that reminds me, won't give me a sec. I have just made in the air fryer some grilled or air fried zucchini. So these are from the baby zucchini and they've come out really great. So they are another great thing you can pop in there. Now, if you were doing this for lunch and you don't have heaps of time, you don't have to put the cooked food in. It's just an option if it's sort of more of a dinner time and you've got an extra 5 or 10 minutes. So what you could do is just do an oven roasted tray and just put a heap of veggies on there and roast them. And then while that's happening, you could just get all your ingredients out ready to go. Otherwise, you can just, you know, skip the whole cooking part so that you're just doing everything raw and easy.
We got another comment.
Yes.
My granddaughter Willow loves them in her lunch.
Yeah? Oh, wow. It's so great when you get kids like eating this sort of food. Yeah, my son's been eating vegetables in his lunchbox until this year. He's in year 8 now, so he's not. It's not as cool, you know, to have the veggies in the lunchbox. So he eats them when he's at home. So the next thing I'm going to add is some grated carrot. However you want to do your carrot is up to you. I find that in salads it's better if it's grated because it's such a hard vegetable. And you can see there you've got lots of colour. Now I could be adding some purple cabbage to give more colour, but when I went in the fridge to have a look at what we had to add, I actually found that we've actually eaten so many of our veggies. So we go to farmers markets every Saturday and we actually, oh yes, Karen, hey, how are you? Grandson loves them with hummus, yes. So the recipe that I'm sharing for the Nourish bowl actually has a really cool hummus dressing that you can put over your Nourish bowl, which really finishes it off well. But when we get the kids to eat these, if we can't, like Karen said, having a dip or a hummus or something like that they can dip in is like a fun, great way of them getting a bit more veggies in. So I'm just going to keep going and adding some more veggies. So we've got some capsicum here. So again, we're adding a bit more colour to the bowl. We've got some cucumber. So again, it's like whatever veggies suit the person that's eating it. So we're encouraging as much variation as possible. But you know, if you've got kids that are fussy eaters, they might just have a tiny bit, or just not have as, you know, just skip that part. So we've got a little bit of mushrooms we can add as well. I realised I hadn't chopped any tomatoes, so we've got some tomato here. But as you can see, like the bowl's looking pretty full, right? and very colourful. So Jaden doesn't eat tomato. He eats pretty much every vegetable there is, and he's an amazing vegetable eater. Eats more vegetables than any kid I know, but he doesn't eat tomato, which is fine because it means more for me. You could also add some raw broccoli if you wanted to. So we've got some broccolini here we could add. We're big fans of spring onion, or I am. So I'm going to add some spring onion to mine as well. Again, so just being creative. This is a fun way of, especially if your kids are involved, being creative and, you know, just doing a few more options. We've got some snow pea sprouts, going to add them to Jaden's because he loves those. Just put them on the side there. My boys actually eat bunches and bunches of these. They just eat it like that. To me, it's just like kind of like the stuff we used to play with when we were kids in the grass, right? But they love it. I've got some chorizo here. I haven't cooked any up, but this chorizo, I get it from the farmers markets. It's got just the meat in it. So there's no preservatives, no additives, no nitrate, no sugar. So these are great fried up, and you could just have a couple of little pieces in there. If you wanted to have some meat, if there's any men in your house that are meat eaters like mine, you could add some halloumi. So cooking up a bit of halloumi is another great way as well. I love adding chili gherkins. Nobody else in the family does, but I love them. I think they're great. And yeah, I think they taste amazing. So I'm thinking I've added pretty much everything. And this is looking quite full. So hopefully, can you see that? Okay. Jaden?
Yep.
Yep. So now you've got options of adding some fruit to it if you want to. So that might sound weird, but actually adding some strawberries can taste really good. And you can also add some currants or some goji berries. So I do that quite often. I'll add goji berries to my salad, especially if I'm eating it during the day, not so much at night, because it's, you know, really good for energy, and I don't want to be too energetic at night. So the next thing is I've got a salad topper. Now you can make your own salad topper or you can buy it. And I love to sprinkle it over the top. So this is a great way of just being able to add some more, you know, nuts and seeds into your diet. And so I just sprinkle those over the top. I've got some hemp seeds here. Now this is just another option. So many benefits as well, and you can hardly taste it. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on mine. Excuse me, that happened without me knowing it was going to happen. I just sneezed. Oh, sorry guys. I don't even know where that came from. So what else? Oh, avocado. Just going to quickly, you've got to have a healthy fat in there. So I do have my pumpkin, like I said to you guys, that's been cooked in, my pumpkin that was cooked in the ghee. So that's some healthy fats there. Why is this not cutting? I'm just going to get my avocado, pop the spoon in and pull it out. I'm sure you guys already know this trick. Flip it over. And add it to the Nourish bowl. And I mean, you don't need to be as fancy as I am. I'm doing it because I'm showing you guys. So we've got some avocado there. And then you can make a salad dressing. I definitely suggest you making salad dressing and not buying it. So if you've got any fermented foods, some kimchi or sauerkraut, I don't know what's going on with my voice. You can add those to the Nourish bowl as well. It's a great way to be able to get that prebiotic into the gut, and that really helps as well with the body absorbing all these yummy nutrients that we're going to have in this Nourish bowl. The next thing you want to do is any seasoning. So if you want any salt and pepper, you can add that to it as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add So I've got a coconut balsamic vinegar. This is so good. I've got a chili oil that I made myself. I've got a sesame oil, or I can make a dressing. I've got the dressing that's included in the recipe. If you're interested, comment below recipe please, and I'll make sure that you get a copy of tonight's recipe. And in it, it does have a beautiful avocado dressing, and it also has a spicy hummus dressing, and that really finishes it off. So the hummus, you can make that and use it and eat it for your snacking during the week, and then you're just adding a couple of ingredients and then drizzling it over the top, and it's perfect. Jaden, yes, has anyone got any questions or comments?
Lee would like the recipe, please.
Awesome, great. So I've got the chili oil, and I'm just going to drizzle. So we made this ourselves, and again, this is something that we teach in the cooking club, like so many of the essential things, so that when you want to make something, whip something up fast at home, you can really quickly and easily. So, oh, got it on the table. I've just drizzled it over the top, and we've pretty much finished. So I can't see from here. Jaden, can you see that pretty clear on your?
Just a little bit. Yep, there you go.
So as you can see, maybe you can put it closer to the camera, Jaden. As you can see there, the lots of colours. Yeah, probably not that close. Come back a bit. I'm just trying to see it on my phone. Yeah, just tilt it down and come back a bit. Yeah, so you can see lots of colours there, and lots of different ingredients, and that tastes awesome. So I definitely feel like it's quite a dry dish, so having the dressings is a great way of really making it a really not so dry dish. And like I said, if you do get the recipe, you've got the chickpea hummus, and it's spicy, so you can use that. That's so versatile, use it for lots of different things. And then the avocado dressing is just to die for as well, and that is just really finishes it off and makes it taste amazing. So love some feedback. What do you guys think? Is this the sort of food that you would like to cook more of? Would you like more ingredient ideas and dishes like this? So let me know if this is something like a certain way. So when I run my cooking club, it runs for 4 weeks. It's on a Sunday afternoon, and it goes between 1 and 2 hours. And in that time, we literally cook 5 dinners. So in that time, we do 5 dinners together. I do it here, and you do it from the comfort of your home. So the weekdays are so easy. You literally come home after a busy day, and your dinner's already organised, and you don't have to think about it. Plus, you've also learned a new way of cooking, a new way of eating. I teach you a lot more about where I buy products from, the ingredients, I should say, and healthy swaps that you can have. And it just makes life so much easier when so not everybody has the time to work with a nutrition coach, and so that's why I really love being able to offer my cooking club to people that are really stuck with dinner ideas and just want help and support, and you get a lot of learning along the way. So for how much it costs, it's really amazing program to do. So it goes for 4 weeks, it runs every Sunday afternoon. I've got lots of testimonials I can add to the group to show you or send to you if you want to know. Karen would like the recipe, and she's on a date with hubby. Yay. And they're going to try it tomorrow. It's a great one to do on a Friday night, if you want to wait even till Friday. I love doing it on a Friday night because I feel like by the end of the week, I don't want to have anything too heavy on at night, but whatever works. This is a great way of being able to cut back on how much cooking food you're doing, how much heaviness that you're having. So yeah, these are great meal ideas as well. So if you think that cooking club is something that would suit you, check out the link. I think Abby's added it to the chat for you guys. And yeah, have a look. And if you've got any questions, let me know. I share all my knowledge on obviously healthy eating and healthy cooking, and I just make it a lot more fun and easy. I hate standing in the kitchen for hours and hours. And so what I do with my clients, and I do in Cooking Club, is I show you a way of being able to make meals that are quicker and easier, and means you're not standing in the kitchen for a long time, because who wants to do that? Jaden, do you have any questions that anyone's popped up?
Lee has a question.
Yes.
Can you join on any Sunday, or does it run monthly every Sunday?
So it runs for 4 weeks. So it starts this Sunday and it runs every week for 4 weeks for this session. So this is the September Cooking Club. I run the Cooking Club every couple of months. So the next one probably won't be until towards the end of the year. So it's a great way. If you miss the session, the live session, it's in a private Facebook group, so you can watch the replay. And if you need help at any time, you just reach out to me, and I can help you with that if you get stuck. Very supportive throughout the whole Cooking Club, that's for sure. So yeah, you get a few days before, you get the recipe, you get the shopping list. I also recommend the brands as well, like the products to buy that are healthier. And when I say I recommend, they're just suggestions. But if you're looking at getting out all the additives and preservatives and chemicals and gut disruptors and hormone disruptors out of your food, I'm going to teach you how to do that, because that's what I do. And we don't have any of those kind of foods in our house. So it's a really important part of learning about healthy eating. Is actually, so many people teach diet food, and I think that what we do there is we're looking at foods that might be low in fat, or they've been changed, and in that process of changing, they've gone through quite a lot of processes to remove fats, or to remove certain parts of the food, and really you're not actually getting any nutrients. And so you might get, you might think, oh wow, this stuff is going to help me lose weight, but if you're not absorbing the nutrients, you're not going to have energy, you're not going to have your brain function working, your immune system working, your nervous system working. So it's finding the right balance of how to eat healthy and know that you're using the right ingredients. I think that's important. So if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, and I'll keep checking after I finished tonight. But I just wanted to share with you that the Nourish bowl is quite a big serving. So this serving is probably more, you know, this is more like a big meal. And I find that you will feel quite full after this, because you've got so many veggies in there. So as you can see, it's a great way to be able to get lots of veggies in. You might find you only get halfway through and you're quite full. So especially once you've got your dressing on the top. But I just love them. I think they're awesome, and everybody I've taught how to make just loves them as well. So hopefully that is helpful. I can't see any more questions, so I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Please check out the link for Cooking Club. I would love to do it with you. If you are interested in learning any more about eating healthy, please send me a message. I'd love to help you out and show you and yeah, share some inspiration with you. So enjoy your rest of your Wednesday night, and I'll see you all soon. And yeah, thank you for joining me. You can end the meeting now, Jean.
I don't know.